Alright everybody, welcome back to Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2010. We finished off all of the medium challenges last time, so we're going to start off with the hard. So 2000 Arnold Palmer Invitational. Tiger was 5 under on the par 5s in the second round and went on to claim his first of 4 straight Arnold Palmer Invitationals. See if you can shoot 3 under on just 2 of those par 5s. Oh god.
Yeah, the 4 par 5s that year were critical. Now 2 of them are par 4s, actually, 4 and 16. But that year I played them on 5 under for the day. Shot 64 that day. Made eagle on 4. Par 6, which is probably the easiest one. Then I birdied 12 and then eagled 16. So it was all in a great day and gave me a lead in the tournament, and I was able to hold on from there.
So Tiger eagled 2, birdied 1, parred the other. We need to make 1 eagle. It's good. We're only playing 2 holes, and you got to eagle 1 of them. I haven't played since last week, so it might take a couple tries.
On this beautiful, challenging.
Oh god, we're starting with this one. We can drive at 290 now, so.
Put a good swing on this ball. I'd say it's about 220 yards all the way to the pin.
So 220, wind and everything not really affecting it. 3 iron should be perfect. Maybe we can get the first eagle on the first hole. It's gonna hit the fairway, I think, yeah. I was like, if it hit the green, I was like, there's no way it stays on here. But it was doing this, so I was like, it's gotta hit fairway.
This one is dialed in.
That's an eagle.
Eagle on the first. Makes the second a lot easier.
This challenging hole is the longest of the par 5s and the second hardest hole on the course. Tee shots should favor the wet side.
To do this,
long hitters looking to get home in 2 should be mindful of a slew of greenside
doing on my stats, because 265,
a birdie is possible.
We wouldn't even reach.
Is a good score.
It's a 5 wood. We'll go 3 wood, because it's going to hit all the rough and stuff.
This is right on target.
Oh, it didn't hit any rough.
Well, at least it's on the green, but
from here,
obviously a long way from the hole.
Level 66, so we're probably really only needing to hit this 55. It's breaking a good bit.
This needs to hit a house.
Oh.
Okay, maybe a mansion. All right, wait, maybe a
so.
shopping mall.
Are you kidding me? Eagled the first. First of all, we hit it 55%, it was level. And the next putt said it was downhill.
Yep.
How does that make any possible sense that went that far past the hole, for one? Second, that second putt breaking so much also makes no sense. I can't believe that. Eagle the first hole.
On this
We're on a 2 in this one, and the putting just made absolutely no sense at all. Of course the wind is into us.
This should do the trick.
So this time we're definitely going to need, definitely need a 5 wood. We'll try with the 7, or the 3 iron. Because we have to eagle it, so, no. If we can get there.
Big swing to the left here. That's...
We'll just go ahead and quit now. Because that somehow, again, being how uphill it was, I only went 4% past. Putting just doesn't make any sense, really. Unfortunately. Man, from going to, I was like, oh, we're going to do this first try. Eagle the first one right off the bat, to now it's like, oh, God, how many fucking tries is this going to take?
On this beautiful...
Because what sucks is the wind's got to be with you on this hole. Or else just not into you. No, it's got to be with you because... Nah, maybe this might work.
Oh, this should find the green.
It's gonna hit the fairway.
This is a makeable putt, but it
Last
won't
time
be
the
easy.
wind was with us.
This one will be too hard.
How? It
No
was
touch
uphill.
on that putt at all.
It was
Kelly.
uphill and I was 9% less.
That was for birdie.
Now we have to eagle the next. I'd be fine with most of everything else if the putting just made sense a little bit.
This challenging hole is the longest
And
of the
of
par
course the wind
fives
is into
and
us.
the
That
second
might help
hardest
us.
hole on the course.
Because
Tee
remember, we
shots
were
should
way
favor
long.
the left side.
Um,
Long hitters looking to get home in two should be mindful of a slew
On our
of
second
greenside
shot.
bunkers that are less than forgiving. A birdie
Nah,
is
we
possible,
won't even make this
but
thing
par
on there.
is a good
Damn it.
score.
Gotta hope for a chip in.
Pretty sure this one's going to find the bunker. Gonna be tough to recover from here.
Get in there. Ah. Alright guys, I was like, you know what, I'll just skip to when I do it. I haven't done it yet. This is the very next try, so I skipped it for no reason, I guess. I eagled the first one again.
This challenging hole
And we just
is
have
the longest of the par
second.
fives
The wind is
and
crazy
the
on
second
this
hardest hole on the course. Tee shots should favor the left side. Long hitters looking to get home in two should be mindful of a slew of greenside bunkers that are less than forgiving. A birdie is possible, but par is a good score.
This could be heading for the sand.
Really? Oh, the left side. I was like, what?
Oh, it's in the sand.
Wind really affected it a lot more than I thought.
Should be a makeable putt after this one.
Got the birdie.
Alright, there we go. I was starting to get a little pissed off. Bay Hill Club and Lodge Award. Unlock the course Bay Hill. Alright. Next one, Bethpage Black. 2002 U.S. Open Championship, just two par 5s on the par 70 layout, and Tiger took advantage, playing them 3 under for the week without making worse than par. See if you can play them both in 3 under or better. Yeah, but he did it for the week. He got to play them 8 times.
Well, 4 in particular was a difficult tee shot. The longer hitters had to take it more left, and you ran out of room down there. So hitting the ball in the corner of the bunker, you hit a downslope and then runs out of room. And you know, we as a game plan tried to hit fades off that tee to make sure that it landed soft on the downslope. But you had to hit it deep enough to carry the bunker. 13 I think was the pivotal hole, because you had 15, 16, 17, 18. They're some of the hardest holes you ever play. And you had to get one cheap birdie in, and even 14 being a short par 3, you could possibly pick one up, but 13 was an easy birdie. Drive the ball in the fairway, you're going to have an iron or a fairway wood. Pretty big opening, really no trouble. So that was basically your birdie coming in. You had to take advantage of it, and for the week I played it pretty well.
Yeah, Bethpage is no joke. I think, what was it, they're playing, what is it, the Ryder Cup or something? Next year? Or what are they doing with it? I can't remember. I think it's next year they're playing it, though. Some event.
Once in the fairway, the second shot.
517, that's not too bad. But again, you gotta eagle it, and this is the one that's way the hell uphill on your second shot.
It's not perfect, but should find the short grass.
Ah, that's not even a long drive.
About 230 to the hole, maybe a little more.
I mean, with this, you can't even get it on. Because you have to hit a
Could
wood.
find the trap with this shot.
Jump it. Oh, wow, that was the softest.
Good lie here in the sand.
The softest land I've ever seen.
Dead on!
Alright, there we go. That's what you gotta do. We better do it this try, because if not, I'm gonna be pissed. Making it in from the bunker.
The second and last part.
Alright, this one a little bit longer. But it's not dead uphill after this first shot. I think it is
This
still
one's
a little
gonna split the
uphill,
fairway.
but just not nearly as much.
It's a long way to the hole, about 250
And-
yards.
Again, I think this is a full 3-wood, and I don't think it gets on. I think it might hit either the bunker or the rough. Oh god, it flew it. This isn't good.
Chance for eagle here.
Alright, it's at 90. What's the loft wedge? I was hoping for a lot of rollout, I'll be honest.
This for birdie.
Oh god, this is the hardest putt you'd imagine.
Oh,
Quit making me play 2 par 5s and making it 3 under par when most of them aren't even reachable without a wood. So, I mean, that's like, so the first one, I can't get on in 2 at all. So if I want to eagle that, I have to chip it in somehow. Did it the first time. Because the way it bounces in the rough in this game,
Once in the fairway.
it's not bouncing on. We saw that hitting a 3-wood, and yeah. The second hole
absolutely
you can get it
split
on,
the fairway with this tee
but you will have to actually hit it in the rough because you have to use a wood.
Little more than 200 yards to the flag from here.
Now we're able to use, it's uphill 36 feet though, so this is not getting on with the iron. There's no way it carries everything, and it has to hit the rough, so that's bunker.
Scott,
So
this
again,
one's in
you
the sand.
have to get it in. Oh my god.
I can't believe that shot. Well played. Nicely played for birdie.
I think this is one where it's gonna have to rely on luck more than a skill, because the last one we could get on the first one reliably in 2, whether
The second
if the
and
wind was
last
with
par
you
5.
or
Make-
just not doing anything, you could get on with an iron, have a pretty easy putt. This might help 12-mile-an-hour winds. The second one
This
you couldn't get
is
on,
heading a little right.
but you could get. Why is it so short? Like carried so short with 12-mile-an-hour wind.
Less than 240 yards from this spot, Kelly.
Where's the iron? See, with 12-mile-an-hour wind, I don't know if this should carry, but it won't. But the last one you could get close. Yeah, see, had to use
You'll
a
have
wood
to make
there.
a good shot from here.
Alright, this will be another one I just skip to when we do it. God damn it. Alright, we got lucky. This is only like 2 tries later. We've got lucky with the wind, 12-mile-an-hour helping, so an iron actually hit the 2 feet of rough in between the bunker and the green. and stop
The second
pin high.
and last par 5 may require...
Now this one, again, I just need to make a birdie. Literally,
This one's heading way down the left side of the fairway.
the first try when I wasn't recording it on the last hole in the bunker, hit
The
it,
hole is less
went
than
in the hole
230
and
yards
came
from here.
out. I was like, are you serious? I was so pissed.
Kelly looks to be flying towards the rough.
Yeah, no, it was too far. So we're gonna need to
Looks like things could get a little interesting from here.
80%. Punch, no. Alright. 93?
Are you kidding me?
93? What the f... I literally go half a swing and it's 93%. Like, I hate this thing so much. The putting and the percentages make absolutely no sense. Okay. Alright, well, we're not gonna do it this time, sorry. Alright guys, so we're either doing it right on this, we gotta eagle this next hole, or we're not gonna do the challenge right
The
now. We're
second
gonna skip
and
it.
last par 5.
Because clearly you are supposed to do this when you are maxed out on distance or something. Because
A great swing here. He should be happy with this ball, Kelly.
the second one, you have to get insanely lucky with wind and hitting it into that rough just to get on. This one, if the wind isn't 12 miles an hour in your favor, like the 3-iron right here does not carry the rough. I can try to hit it here and get it on the green, but the green, like, I don't know, the green just slopes so much, it'd be so tough.
This shot should find the green.
Okay. And then this should get it closer. By about a
Still a little
foot.
bit of work to be done from this distance.
So like this one getting it close is insanely difficult. And then it has a ton of break if you're not like a foot from the hole.
This could drop.
Bye-bye.
Wow. Alright, well we got really lucky. I'm so glad I started recording again when, you know what, this is the last one, doesn't matter. Takaharu Tsunami Moto. So they still have him in the game. Didn't realize that. I think after, I don't know about 11, but I don't think they have any fake characters from 12 up. So 12, 13, 14, McElroy, and the next one, I don't think they have any fake characters. So we have 2006 Ford Championship. Camilo Villegas burst onto the scene with help from his nearly home crowd, but his runner-up finish was due to his play on the par 5s. See if you can play the par 5s in 4 under or better. We should be able to. But yeah, number 2011, I have no idea. But we'll see. We'll see after this one.
Many of the PGA Tour players will be able to reach this wide, flat green in 2 shots and get off to a hot start. The fairway has been widened to 26 yards.
The funny
However,
thing
with
is,
trees planted in both the left and right side roughs,
Camilo
an
is
errant
one of
tee
the
shot
few
will be
golfers
punished.
where, not when I was starting,
Good
but
swing
a little
there.
after I
That'll play.
started playing, because I started playing when I was around, like, actually getting into it and playing at around 12. I started
About
hitting golf
200
balls
yards
and
to the
stuff
stick
when
from
I was
here.
10. But really started playing around 12. 11, 12, something like that. Wow. I guess the wind helped that one. So that was...
Found the deep grass.
Jesus. That was 18 years ago.
Kind of the middle of the road lie here in the rough.
What's the lie? 77.
That's in the
There
cup.
we go. 18 years ago. Wow. Makes me
Of
sad.
players?
No. But yeah, so that was 2006. So no, it would be he was probably one of the first guys that started.
This is one of the best drives I've seen
in
on
his
this hole,
first
Kelly.
year, I kind of was like, ooh, I like this guy. Versus Tiger Woods was, oh, we got to use the wood here just to get over that water. Nothing was stopping it.
It's
so
not badly
bother
buried here. Actually, it's a pretty good lie.
Tiger Woods, it was 10 years after he started. All right, we can afford
This
one par,
for
but we
another
don't want
birdie.
it this early. So
That's a birdie.
there we go. 10 years after he started, and he was really, with his majors at least, he was winding down. But I
The
think
10th
around
hole is
20,
a par 5.
between 2007 2010, he had a few, but not that many. And then from 2010 to his Masters in 2019, he really didn't have what? Did he have even 2? I don't know. Kind of like McIlroy right now. In the last however many years, he hasn't had any. But he was such a big up and comer at the time. He won a bunch of stuff early on, and then just kind of fizzled out. Whereas Tiger went 20 years. Not 20 years before.
Very nicely done. Going for eagle now.
Fizzled out, but it was probably like
An
15
eagle,
years
if this goes
before he
in.
started to really not
That's his second eagle
win
of the day.
nearly as much as he should have been. And that was because of a lot of personal stuff, unfortunately. So.
This is one of the longest.
This will work out just fine for him.
And didn't really get into McIlroy when he came on the scene because that was
This needs to be hit a ton to reach the green.
that was probably around the time I really started to get into golf. And Tiger was my favorite, and I really liked some of the other guys that were already on there, so I really didn't pay attention to too many other guys. Oh wow, I actually got a 72 out of that. I was like, this is going to be a 90-something guaranteed. That's 3 eagles.
This one is dot.
Oh, what was that? We'll find out at the end. You won the Doral Resort Golf and Spa Award. Won the event. Annika Sorenstam unlocked. What ball was that? Back-to-back eagles. Okay. But yeah. And then one of the guys that came on I liked early on was Bubba Watson, just because of the way he swung. It just reminded me of, even though he's left-handed, I'm right-handed, it reminded me a lot of how I swung. Just, I didn't shape shots, but the way he swung was that type. 2007, the Tour Championship. Tiger shot a 63 in his second round. Match or beat Tiger's front nine score of 28. He went on to win by 8 strokes.
Well, that run at Eastlake was pretty fun because I holed out of a bunker. I had a bad lie, which I had no business getting that ball even up and down, let alone have it go in the hole. Those things set up your tournaments. You gotta have a run somewhere in order to win a tournament. In the bigger events, the more you can have that 9-hole stretch where you play it really well. That's what usually determines the winner. If you look at all the winners in big events, they usually have one little stretch where they get hot. I wasn't trying to hold a bunker shot. It happens to go in. I wasn't trying to make a putt. 70 feet, don't try and make putts like that. You're just trying to get them close where you can tap it in and move on to the next hole. And that's blind luck. It happens and you take advantage of it and you move on.
Yeah, because that putt was probably going 15 foot by if it doesn't go in. And I remember that. I remember Tiger win. It was the first FedEx Cup. He won. And you were everybody was like, well, we know who's going to win, it was kind of set up different then as well.
Welcome to East Lake
because
Golf
you didn't
Club
have
in
to win
Atlanta,
the
Georgia,
tournament
home of the Tour
in the
Championship.
first, I don't remember
This
how
course
many.
was restored to its original layout in 1994 by famed architect Reese Jones. Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Tillman for EA Sports, and with me today is Scott Van Pelt calling the action. Let's get down to the first tee.
I don't remember how many FedEx Cups it was.
I guess this would land on the
before
green.
They switched the format, but I know in the first
Conservative approach there.
however many,
He needs to
you
judge
didn't
the
even,
slope
you didn't
here,
have
or
to
this
win
putt could absolutely take
to
off
win
on him.
it. And I still think it's kind of weird that you now have to win the FedEx Cup, considering, you know, it's, look at that, 10%.
Hit that one too
and
hard.
It still went 10 foot by. I knew that was going to happen, though. I knew, however hard.
Just a bad judge of speed with that roll.
All right. You know what? We can still do it.
Drops a shot with that bogey.
A 28. Ooh, can we still do that in 8 more holes?
To score well at East Lake,
I don't think so. We're gonna restart right now. But yeah, it was. But I will say, you know, before having to win it, there was a lot of luck involved, because if you were number 30 and you won, you still needed the top however many guys to not come in the top, 5, and it was just like, you can win the tournament
Welcome to East Lake Golf
at number
Club in
30
Atlanta, Georgia, home of the
and still
Tour
not win.
Championship. This course was
So
restored to its original
I think
layout in
the way the
1994
FedEx
by
works
famed
out is a
architect
little-
Reese Jones. Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Tillman for EA Sports, and with me today
It's like
is
you're
Scott
gonna
Van
have
Pelt
to
calling the
accept
action.
a little bit
Let's
of
get down to the first tee.
BS if you are
This looks
not
good.
in the top, 5. That's a lot easier putt than where we were, even though it breaks a lot. Oh, it doesn't break that much.
Nicely played for birdie.
Because now it's 1 through 30. If you win the FedEx Cup and the tournament. Before it was, 1 through 30. If you were number 30 and 1, you still need the top 5 to come in,
to score well at East Lake, players
20th or something like that, It was crazy. But I mean, with the points differential on 1st to 30th, to win that tournament and come off of a deficit of 10 shots,
You gotta be pleased with this shot.
and then
Looking
still
for back-to-back birdies here. It's in the hole for birdie.
You're looking at, you either played the best golf of anyone's career, or you got lucky and the top 5 just didn't do anything. And that's happened when you look at some of the scores. Sometimes those guys that even number 1 or number 2,
Should be in good position
they
here.
ended the tournament at -10 or -8, which means they shot over par or level. Whoa. Yeah, I think a loft wedge would be fine here, thank you.
He's really dialed in with this approach.
Just a solid approach there. Kelly can't do a whole lot
Loft
better.
wedge is a little too much.
Drops it for birdie.
the fourth.
But yeah, the Tour Championship was always like, or the FedEx Cup playoff. I like
Good
them.
swing on
I
this
think
ball.
it's a really cool type of thing to do at the end of the year.
This one looks to be
Or
about
what?
140 yards to the
The
hole.
end of the main season, anyway.
He's got this shot going right at the flag.
That shot was right on target.
Nice little birdie putt there.
The first par 5
And it
at
matches
East-
to a lot of the other sports. You know, I'm pretty sure. I know football has like the playoffs. I'm pretty sure basketball
this
has
ball was
something
hit
like
well.
that.
Very
Baseball
well.
has the World Series.
Still a ways to go here. More than 230 yards by my calculation. This ought to find a piece of the green. Not a bad approach there. That's solid.
Easy putt this close. Now at 5
But I
under
think
with that
before the
birdie.
FedEx Cup playoffs, golf was the only sport that really, the only big sport that really didn't have something that, you know, besides the majors, of course, that, you know, lowered its field size to where only the top
One of the
players of
first
that
island
year
holes in
were able to
America.
play in it. You had the 4 majors, of course, but before that, besides those, you didn't really have much.
Headed for the green, I believe.
Oh,
Not
God.
bad. Safely on the green.
Without that backspin,
break
how
to
the
the left.
hell was that even staying on the green?
Not a very good judge of speed there.
Yeah, well,
par
the
putt here.
game is not a good judge of anything, so.
Gets his par.
Not percentages on when you take the club back. Not percentages of, Jesus, downhill, uphill. That makes no sense. So our goal is 8 under. We can only make 1 par. Wow.
The
And we've
7th
done
is
that just now with that par 3. So we need to birdie everything else. You know,
This will
I
work
had
out
no
just
idea.
fine
I
for
was
us.
just thinking of 28. I didn't realize it actually said how under par we needed to be.
Good 100
And now I'm
yards from
kind
here
of
to
like,
the
oh
flag.
God. Like, loft wedge, definitely not enough being uphill. Can I even take this back light enough? Still going to be a little over, I think. No, okay.
Should be a makeable putt after this one.
Drops for birdie.
All right, we need 2 more. Is it the? It's not the back 9, so the last hole is going to be. Well, shoot, is this? I can't remember
the
what
shortest
layout
par
this is.
4 on the golf.
Is it going to be the par 5 or is it going to be the par 3?
Scott, he put a
If
good
it's that
move on
par
this
3,
ball.
then I'm screwed. But I feel like I already played that par 3. They might have reorganized the whole thing.
I'd guess this would land on the green.
You guess so? How is it this long, though? 10-mile-an-hour into, you only hit it 92%.
Trying to string together birdies.
Oh, God.
When you almost
I didn't even hit
mishit
it.
your putter, Kelly, it's not good.
Damn it, that means we need a eagle on the last, so I hope it's that par 5. 8 under. God damn.
The big hitter
Okay,
that
it is.
finds the fair.
Because I remember when they were ending on that par 3, I was always like, holy hell. What a,
He's on target with
what a
this drive.
final hole. You better hope a par is all you need to win.
I'd lay up.
268?
That's just me.
Well, I mean, we can't get there, so. Gotta hope for a chip in. This is another one where if you are relying on an eagle, you need that wind to work in your favor. Or just be a bigger hitter.
Dialed in that approach.
Do we putt this? Let's see it, because the chip isn't making it up there. So we have to putt it. I mean, it's going right, coming back to the left. Hit it straight, I guess.
Got this one on a good line.
I just hit it really hard. We got the eagle. When the event unlocked East Lake, Hal Duff unlocked it. We got really, really lucky with that. I'll admit it. I will admit it. That's good too, because a 9-hole, just playing 9 holes in the challenge. I don't really want to do that. But we're off to another tournament. Amateur. Let's see if we can win the the Shanghai Classic at Shishan Golf Club. If we can do that, we have won the 4 events that we need. Do we need to do all 3 things or just one? And if we do one of them, do we automatically get bumped? Or
It's day 1
'cause
of
if
the
we're not,
Shanghai
I'll
Classic.
skip just about
Along with
all the
Scott Van
events.
Pelt, I'm Kelly Tillman for EA Sports. We've come all the way to China to call a fantastic tournament. It's up to you to provide the quality shots. Let's get down to the tee.
Look at this shot. This is a thing of beauty.
I didn't need any forward, needed back into the right.
Definitely in the make range, Kelly. Subterranean.
Subterranean. That's what I don't get about, not what I don't get, what I think is insanely difficult for the real life players or professionals that have to travel to these things. It's like,
This reachable par 5
when you're just going
plays down a
from,
narrow valley.
you know, one of the coasts to the other, east to west, west to east, whatever. In America, like, you know, that's a 3-hour time difference right there. And that can be difficult. But then when you're going to another country, it's like, man, if you're not there the week
The hole is
before,
less than 230 yards from here.
trying to adjust to that, how do you even play properly? Because it's like, you're going to be so jet lagged. And
That's the way to
because
strike
most
the
people
ball.
before the tournaments overseas, you know, they play the week
Conservative
before.
approach there.
They get
Looking
there
to
only
bag
like
an
2 or
eagle.
3 days
Come
before
on,
the
roll
tournament.
your rock.
I feel like most of these guys starting are
This
still
has a
jet
chance. And good.
lagged. But you know, who knows?
Don't miss the fairway.
I feel like it was me every weekend when I was on night shift. You know,
No
you're-
complaints about this
if
shot.
I'm playing golf, I'm literally changing my schedule on a complete 180.
You
Not
climb
a
up
complete
1 or
180.
2
I
on
would
this
wake
shot.
up at
It's
3
uphill.
p.m. So I'm not gonna wake up at 3 a.m. obviously. But 54, it's going in.
That was in all the way.
I know. It was 54%. I know it was going in. After 3 holes, we're 3 back. We're 5 under through 3.
A medium-length par 3. This is the first hole that plays along.
With that wind,
I'd guess this would land on the green.
it's gonna be far away though. Oh, not too far.
This for birdie.
I thought it was gonna hit the green. Need to be careful with this putt.
6 under.
That's right. But yeah, whenever I was playing golf or playing in a tournament, you know, it starts at 9 in the morning, usually a tournament, and
The
I
best
don't
way
usually
to
go to
attack
sleep till
this
7 in the morning. So what I would do is, you know, it started on like a Saturday usually, or yeah, Saturday. One of them started on a Monday, so I had to take off for work for it. But so what I would do if it's on a Saturday,
About 170 yards from here.
Thursday into Friday, I just wouldn't go to sleep, or I would stay up as late as I could. So I would usually stay up to 3 p.m. And that's when I would just pass out. Oh, I
It
knew
just
was too
wouldn't
hard.
stay down.
It's too hard. Well,
6 under for the day.
not a good hole. A couple of good shots, just not a good hole. And so, falling asleep at 3 a.m., I would wake up, you know, or at 3 p.m., sorry. The next day I would wake up around like 3 or 4
This beautiful par
in the morning and just be up till then. But sometimes,
Watch out, this one is not looking good.
yeah, I needed it in the 80s.
Not the best result here.
90% it's going to be landing on a downhill slope. Yeah, didn't need that sand.
Looking for par. He didn't hit a very
What?
good putt on that one. 5 under for the day.
That's stupid. Sometimes I literally like would try and get like the Thursday off and try to
This
adjust
tricky
my
short
schedule
par 4 plays down a tight.
so that by that time that the tournament day came, I wasn't just like out of it.
Picture
God,
perfect swing
not
right there.
Tried to go in the 80s.
Huge break to the right on this putt.
Huge break. I'm going to aim at about 6 inches right.
Missed
and short.
opportunity there.
How am I hitting them
This
all
one is
short?
nearly inside the leather.
Everything was 20 foot by, now they're all short. We're 5 under through 3
One of the most
now we're
dramatic
level.
holes on the.
through the next 4. Am I gonna hit this tree? That-
Poor effort there. This could find the sand.
Oh,
He's in the deep stuff now.
not that far to the right. Alright, 80%. Well, we can't make it there, so. We were never making it there. It's a long ass hole. Can't see it. It's not that good.
Putting now for birdie.
Just slightly off the mark there. No worries.
Yeah, I had to do that for 6 years, 6.5 years, something like that. I was on night shift.
This front 9 finishing.
Like, I even stopped playing for probably about a year because of it. I was just like, I can't.
Looking at
I
160
can't
yards
wake
to the
up,
pin, Kelly.
like, you know, and do that all the time.
Well, some work to be done with the putter now just to
par
get par.
5 or no? Okay. Oh my
Not
God.
going to make it to the hole.
I didn't try to do 10
This to
frickin'
save
percent.
par.
I tried to go forward and it didn't do anything. This is
Putting
so
for
dumb.
bogey.
Like, that's the big hurt, I would say, for the motion things,
4 under par for the championship.
is sometimes if it does not register, you're just screwed and it's doing whatever.
This opening hole.
Is that rough? Yeah. Who cares? We need to go 5
This
under.
could find the thick stuff.
Ah,
Not a
I was
great
hoping to get to
swing.
that
It's found the deep grass.
walkway. That's actually perfect.
Should be putting after this shot.
90. How is it so far?
Still some work to be done.
Uphill and 90%
This putt for
lie.
birdie.
How does it go further than 100%? How? It how does a 27%?
Sometimes, Kelly, it pays to
go-
be aggressive. That wasn't one of those times.
4 under par for the championship.
Nothing makes much sense, unfortunately. I'm hoping once we get back to 12, it'll be like I remember. Because I don't know. It frustrates me so much that it's not
This
just the
dog-leg
putting
right par
where the percentages just don't make any sense at all, but it's also your,
This should work out
percentages
just fine.
when you swing the club back on 4 shots. Like, if I want to go 80%, I'm taking the club back 3%. It doesn't make any sense. Like this, it's not really uphill at all. I hit it 171. It's 8 mile an hour into my face. This should barely get to the hole or land at the hole, but it would land over it because the wind just doesn't do much.
This is not a gimme. Need to play it out to the left just a little bit.
So give me if I hit it hard enough.
5 under par for the tournament.
Like, that's another thing, is the wind doesn't actually do anything, it seems, until it hits that 10 to 12 mile an hour, and then it actually starts affecting it. Like, in all reality, 5 mile an hour
very long
should
par 3.
start to affect it, and then 10 to 12 should be like, okay, you're really starting to have to play the wind here.
Kelly looks to be on a good line.
Like, I feel like 11 mile an hour is what it was.
Bordering on solid. That's just an average approach
It
there.
maybe should have done a little bit more with that, but
This has a chance. 6 under for the
a chance we
championship.
need, I mean, I know, like, up until what? I mean, it was probably up until the McElroy one
interesting
or the
par
newest
4.
one. They were still more arcadey, but I would like numbers to at least make sense,
Nice swing.
So, like, we have a pitching wedge here. They go pretty high. It's not down, not uphill. We're landing this 7 yards past the pin. It's 6 mile an hour into us. This shouldn't go past the flagstick.
Nice approach. This should be on the green.
But it went 12 yards
Not
almost
stopping it back to back.
past the
No,
that
we're
doesn't
going
make
back
any
to
sense.
back to back birdies.
Solid putt from that far away.
6 under for the
You know what I mean?
championship.
Like, the wind is non-existent until it hits a certain thing. Whereas in the new game, the wind does way too much.
This
Most of
long
the time,
par
like,
5 is
You have a 10 mile an hour wind, I'm aiming 30 yards, left or right, if it's to the right or to the left, Like, it doesn't make any sense in the new game with the wind. It doesn't, like, I guess EA could just never get that balance right when it comes to weather effects. I would consider that a weather effect. Wind. It's weather. Because in the new one, they're like, oh, we
Look for a
can't
break to the
add.
left.
Oh, for some reason they didn't add weather. Like,
7 under on the round.
you can't add rain and have it affect your ball by, like, the only way the rain is affecting it, you probably can't, shape it as much, and it's going to affect how far it goes, So
a tee shot slightly.
that's the only thing you have to do. The same as wind. If you try to draw or fade the ball into the wind, it's not going to
About
draw or fade as much.
190 yards to the hole.
Keep hearing things. I wanted to go in the 90s. Our sandwich is that. Alright, we're gonna use it and just put some spin. Oh no, okay.
A par putt here.
Oh, this is a par 4. Shoot.
7 under on the round.
You know, if the wind is into you, you're not going to be able to hit it as far. You actually have to do more with the wind, I think, than you do with the rain, if you added rain. Because with the wind, you have to add in
This
all
is the
of the
first of
spin
the two
factor.
signature holes.
If it's into you, your ball's going to spin a lot more. You know, if the wind is helping you, your ball's going to roll out a lot more. So it's like... Oh. Shoot. Man, we played that. Well, it still would have been really short. I don't know why I did that. Maybe just getting on the green and one. My first par 4 green and one.
This for an eagle 2.
For an eagle and to take the lead by 1. Short. Like
Putting
all my putts
for
today.
birdie.
Well,
8
all
under
my
par
putts
for
on
the
this
championship.
course. After the first 3 or 4 holes, all my putts have been just short as hell. Alright, can we finish on 2 birdies to guarantee
The signature
clinch
par 3.
One more green in regulation, and this round is in the record books.
in the records?
This ball is on line for the green. Putting now for birdie. 9 under on today's round.
In this game, and I'm talking this game specifically just because it's been a while since I've played all the others, and I can't quite remember, but the uphill-downhill nature does not affect...
This dogleg right par 5
lot.
with 2.
If this ball finds the dance floor in regulation on this hole, it would break the greens in regulation record.
Well, pick up the tee and start walking, because this will be just fine.
Like, if it's 15, 20 feet downhill...
If this ball finds the dance floor in regulation on this hole, it would break the greens in regulation record.
Well, it's going to, but maybe not on this shot. Might be over.
A green in regulation on this hole,
Oh my gosh,
and it would
shut
set a
up.
record.
I kind of want to chip this. Because... yeah, if it went past the pin, it's gone.
10 under par for the tournament.
I should win it for us. Yep. By 2. New record for greens in regulation, par 4 green and 1. New record for fairways hit. Aldila, the people at Aldila. I think they're Shaft. Mitsubishi Rayon. Graphite shafts. So let's look at the the stats and objectives. So finish Q school in the top 30. And where do we go? This doesn't really give us any stats. How do we see where we are in the Q school? So like, we gotta be number 1. We've won 4 times. Yeah, we won 4 times. Alright, so... let's go ahead. What did I just do? Didn't I just go to the next month? What happened? Why would I have to load just a calendar?
Hello and welcome to day one of the Earth Day tournament.
do that.
Will you be the...
I didn't do this. I pushed the plus, which I thought was to go to the next calendar, or the next month. Oh, okay. So plus, for some reason, starts the tournament. You just go down. May, you got Hazeltine. It's my birthday, May. June, you got this one. Alright, so what we'll do, if we got the Florida Classic. We'll skip all the way to the Wolf Creek. We'll play that one. Maybe the Gary Player one. You have a coast-to-coast match play event here. I don't know if I really want to play that. But I will. I'll play the match play. November. And then Q School. Win 4 amateur tournaments and score 74 or less on average. So we can skip all the way to Q School. We might do that. We might do that. Alright, but let's go back to these. Let's see what some of the other challenges are. Alright, so what we'll do is end it here. And when we come back, we're going to do 4 more of these. We may skip to Q School. Not sure. So that we can get our tour actual season started. So, hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day, and I'll see you. Bye.